The final revival of the end times shall come immediately prior to tribulation and great tribulation. The God of creation says thusly to mankind, but before all these things, before the end of this present age, of the conclusion of the age of grace under the law, and certainly before tribulation comes upon the earth, bringing the conclusion of the age of the finality of law, both prophesied by the prophets of old, of ancient times, as well as the apostles and great men of God in the days of past and more recent times, the Lord will send revival and preach the everlasting gospel to all nations. Such as written in ancient times will indeed come to pass. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my Spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. And also on my men servants and on my maid servants I will pour out my Spirit in those days. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls on the name of the Lord shall be saved. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there shall be deliverance, as the Lord has said, among the remnant whom the Lord calls. Joel chapter 2, verses 28 through 32. Such as written in centuries past, but more recently reiterates what will come to pass. But Peter, standing up with the 11, raised his voice and said to them, Men of Judea and all who dwell in Jerusalem, let this be known to you, and heed my words. For these are not drunk as you suppose, since it is only the third hour of the day. But this is what was spoken by the prophet Joel. And it shall come to pass in the last days, says God, that I will pour out of my Spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your young men shall see visions, your old men shall dream dreams. And on my men servants and on my maid servants I will pour out my Spirit in those days, and they shall prophesy. I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of the Lord. And it shall come to pass that whoever calls in the name of the Lord shall be saved. Acts chapter 2, verses 14 through 21. Therefore, hear the word of the Lord. End of message. Thusly says the Almighty Lord God has spoken and written this day, date and time of Friday, the 6th of September, 2019, at 11:11 p.m. American Eastern Daylight Time, Tampa Bay, Florida, the United States of America, the place where my godly holy name is meticulously and awesomely engraved. Published for Sunday, the 19th of July, 2020.